and welcome to Stuff Time. My name is Stephanie and today I'm going to show you guys how I made these trousers. They are the Bisque Trousers by Vivian Shao Chen, and they are comfortable. They have an elasticated waist, they have a really cool pocket and pleat design, and they're actually very simple to make. So I wanted to share that with you guys today. Also kind of share a little bit about the sizing and how to choose your sizing when making the pattern. So if you like this video, if you want to subscribe, and without further ado, let's get into the pants. All right, let's talk sizing. Since the waist is elasticated, you want the non-elasticated waist size of the pants to be able to fit over your hips. So I chose my waist size based on my hip size so that it could fit over my hips. But in the future, I will size down because I think there's a little bit more wiggle room than you think when you're shimmying over your hips. So I made a size 6, but I think in the future I'll do a size 2 or 0. This video is also kindly sponsored by LDH Scissors. They are a family, female, and immigrant-owned company based in Canada that make super high-quality sewing tools such as shears, rotary cutters, thread snips, you name it. They kindly reached out and sent me these to try out. And honestly, I had been eyeing their products for quite a while because they just seemed very high quality. And guess what? They are. And I like their products so much that I was super happy to partner with them for this video. So let's get into it. All right, and using my very sharp scissors, I'm cutting out my pattern pieces for my fabric. And like I said, I made sure to line them up with each other so that when I assemble them, the stripes and pattern in the fabric will match up together. And then once I have them all cut out and I'm sitting at my desk, I then snip into the seam allowance all of the notches so that I don't have to revisit my pattern pieces later. I also mark the dart markings as well. You'll just want to mark all this stuff before you get started. It's just way easier. Trust me, because I've done it. Now I am folding and sewing down my darts. I'm ironing those down, and this is on the front leg piece. I'm just putting that down and I'm putting a basting stitch through the top, and then I'm doing the darts for the back. The darts on the back are a little bit different. They're kind of a straight line and then a slant down rather than a continuous slant down. So I marked those and sewed those down as well. And next we are working on the pockets. We will be French seaming the bottom of these pockets, so we're going to fold them wrong sides together. And we're going to sew the bottom with a scant seam allowance. And then we are going to turn it inside out, press it, and sew another line at the bottom, making sure that the fabric is now wrong sides out. Then we are attaching the pocket pieces to the slant of the front legs. We are sewing that down, staying fueled by eating pretzels. And then we are going to understitch that seam to keep the pocket facing out rather than flipping inside out. And then we are ironing that all down, making sure the pleats are really nice. And then we're going to put a basting stitch through the top of the pocket to keep it in place while we're working on our grown-on waistband. And then I'm sewing the crotch seam for the front and the back. And then I am serging that and then ironing it to one side and top stitching it. Two times for a nice finish. All right, and next we are sewing the inside seam of the pants all together because we're going to serge that as well, and then top stitch that like we did with the crotch seam. And then we're going to do the outside seams of the legs, and we are just going to finish this with our serger, and we're not going to top stitch. And yes, Penny loves to sit in my lap when I sew. I do not know how it's comfortable, but I dare not wake a sleeping kitty. All right, and then we're folding the top waistband down by about 1 centimeter, ironing that down, and then we're going to fold again by 2 inches to make our grown-on waistband. So I'm just marking that and folding that down. You just want to ensure that this is also big enough to thread your elastic through. I had 2-inch wide elastic. So it ended up being kind of like a tight, snug fit, which is totally fine. But I think I would just do like a hair more next time. And then I am top stitching that down, leaving a gap open to thread the elastic through. And then here I am cutting it and threading it through. And you'll want this to just be the size of your waist, plus enough to sew it together. Here I am putting a little zigzag through that. And then I'm putting little straight lines throughout the waistband so it keeps it in place and keeps it from twisting in the washer especially. And then we're doing that same fold and then fold again for the hem of the pant. I'm also making sure to measure the hem on all sides to make sure it's even. Then once we top stitch this from the right side, making sure to catch the hem on the wrong side, we're just going to trim our threads and then we can call these pants done. They seriously came together so quickly. I have been loving wearing them. I have not taken them off since I made them. I wore them hiking, camping. I'm literally wearing them right now. I can dress them up or wear them to sleep. They're so comfortable in flannel. I really recommend you make a pair. I also plan on making a wool pair of trousers. That'll be really nice. So you can make them out of anything. And I really hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. And I hope that you guys make a pair for yourself. So let me know down below if you do. Another big thank you to LDH Scissors for sponsoring this video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye!